I'm with Adrenaline, Jono Zissi. Jonathan, I'll be back with you. Jono, you can hear the boys coming out behind us. Tell us about this Futures format and why you guys decided to introduce it this year.
Yep, fired up to be here. This is our first year of the Futures event. The 60 best 2029s west of the Mississippi. All ready to do battle today. We've got 9 states represented and some great young talent out here.
Now, this is an exciting moment for them because they're crossing a bridge, if you will, into their lacrosse careers. With college, maybe start to think about it a little bit. Where are these guys at right now as they enter their freshman year? I know you got to work with them yesterday. What's on their mind right now?
You know, yesterday was a great day. We had 10 Division I college coaches there, hands-on training with them all day, learning from the best minds in the game. So
I see Crew. Crew's right there. Crew's right there.
Where, honey?
Right there.
Oh, I see him.
That's what they're hoping, and they're hoping that they will be here 4 years from now in the All-American game. But there is plenty of talent here on this field right now. Again, these are all rising freshmen, and yes, school is about to start very soon. Let's head down to the field now for a special presentation.
Brooke and Blair Harper, 2 local Dallas players who are full of joy, energy, and love for the game. Brooke and Blair were staying with their grandparents along the Guadalupe River when their lives were tragically cut short by the flooding. Please join us now in a moment of silence for Brooke, Blair, their grandparents, and all of those affected by this heartbreaking event. Thank you. In their honor, we now ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
And we are getting set for face-off here at the Star. The first ever boys futures game. And something we'll get into as this game goes on. The coaches, the high-level Division I coaches that are here to watch these young guys compete. And as Jono just so greatly said a moment ago, try to become the next studs here in lacrosse. And one coach, a national championship level coach, is down with Morgan Alexander. It is Kevin Corrigan. Morgan.
What a great opportunity for these guys to be part of this weekend. Great victory lap for the senior group and a great start for these guys.
So yesterday you guys headed up to the lacrosse barn in Addison. What were some of the things you guys did, different drills to kind of get them ready for today and for their future?
Yeah, but mostly just wanted to handle the ball, get to know each other a little bit, you know, get to play in some little two-man situations and that kind of thing. But yeah, just get the sticks in their hands and get them together to get to know each other a little bit.
What advice are you giving these kids? It's a big step going into high school. It's definitely very different from the youth, modified levels. What advice are you giving to these kids?
We're not trying to get too much into it other than to say it's a simple game. Keep it simple, enjoy playing, and have fun more than anything else.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Guys.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that Notre Dame is also an official partner with Adrenaline Lacrosse. And John, by the way, not to bring it up, but this is the first time that Kevin Corrigan has been here not as the reigning national champion in a few years. But I bring it up to say what a great run Notre Dame has been on.
Yeah, Coach Corrigan's one of the best to ever do it. Long-standing guy at Notre Dame. He's been there his whole career. And the Irish are going to be back, I think, in 2026.
They have a loaded roster, and again, partners with Adrenaline. Now, Coach Corrigan leading the North, Jono, who should we watch out for on that north side of this Futures roster that you expect to make some noise here today?
You know, this roster from head to toe is pretty solid. I like Jack Skuman up front, an attackman from Boston, and then Blake Sontag and Fred Merck, two local products out of Texas, that should do really well today.
And the other side is the South, and the head coach of the South, well, what do you know? It's another Adrenaline partner, Dartmouth, the two high-level Division I programs that have partnered with Adrenaline in such a big way. Sean Kerwin is here as the head coach. He is the head coach of the South team in this Futures game, and he is down now with Morgan.
Coach, you've been here since yesterday, trained a lot of these guys. What has it been like so far in this experience here at Adrenaline?
Just a lot of excitement, really excited for these guys, for the opportunity that they have. Some of the brightest kids coming up here, and so for them to showcase this on such a wonderful stage, just really excited for their opportunity that they have, so we're going to have some fun today.
So what advice are you giving these kids who are going into their freshman year of high school? It's going to be very different from the youth modified level. So what advice are you giving? I just talked to Coach Corrigan about it, and he's like, we're just going to play it simple. What's the advice you've been giving?
I mean, most importantly, have fun. This is a fun game, so I want to make sure they keep the main thing, in focus there. And just get better. We want to see us get better today through a quarter to quarter, but then just in the long run, just continuing to get a little bit better every day.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Guys.
And Sean Kerwin has been a great partner with Adrenaline. Jono, I'm sure he's just been great to work with that Dartmouth program.
Yeah, I had the great pleasure of coaching Sean when he was in college at Tufts University. Was a great player, won 2 national championships in his time in Virginia, and he's doing a great job rebuilding the Dartmouth College lacrosse program in only 2 short years already.
I see him.
Now the teams out on the field as we speak, you can see there, that is the South team. Who should we look out there from the South side?
I think start at in the goal, Nolan Naughton, one of the best goalies in the country, is a brick wall down there from the Woodland School in Texas, and then Liam Brady and Carson Berg, 2 really athletic do-it-all biddies from San Diego, will be on display today.
And the South team is there in the white uniforms.
And Crew Slattery.
That is the team led by Sean Kerwin, the Dartmouth head coach, and then on the right side of your screen, Notre Dame's Kevin Corrigan leading the North team. And usually when we play the All-American game, you get to be coached by guys like Asher Knowlting, Anthony DeMeo, Justin Anderson. But in this Futures game, you're actually being coached by some of the game's best.
Yeah, I think these kids are so fortunate. We've got Jim Mitchell from Princeton, Ron Caputo from Duke, Jerry Byrne from Harvard, Andrew Vossler, Chris Brzezinski. We've got an all-star lineup of not only great Division I coaches, but great people who have really poured their cup into these kids for 2 days straight, and it's been great to see.
And we also talked too, Jono, about the players. Once you come through this program, so many come back year after year. But one of those guys we saw recently, Matt Nunes, he's here today.
Yeah, we're fortunate to have Matt Nunes from the University of Virginia, local Texas guy, West Coast Stars guy, and then Bubba Fairman, a guy that grew up in our program, played in this game, and is now with the Boston Cannons, one of the best midfielders in the professional league.
Yeah, both of those guys, when they came through this All-American game, they were ones that you were circling on the roster sheet, and they have lived up to the hype at the college level, and now for one of them at the professional level. So many great talents in the PLL have come through this Adrenaline All-American game.
We talked last night at the bank that there's 17 current alumni of this game in the professional lacrosse league right now, which is a staggering statistic.
And one of the things you noted too is the selection process for these players. you don't just stand out to be selected to be here and represent Adrenaline. You stand out in more ways than just on the field, respected teammates, and all-around winning attitudes.
Yeah, I think if you're here, you're doing something right. We want the best people, but we also want the right people. And guys of good character, and guys that really love the game of lacrosse. And we've got 9 states represented, a great sort of melting pot of the best kids west of the Mississippi.
So here we go with the opening face-off. This is the first ever Boys Futures game as a part of the well-established at this point Adrenaline All-American Weekend. These are class of 2029 high school guys entering their first year of high school in the coming weeks. But before they get their high school careers started, they are here in Frisco, Texas at the Dallas Cowboys Ford Center. Can't think of a better way to start things out for them. Nolan Naughton will be the goalie for Team South. He'll be down to the left of your screen in a white uniform. And then on the right side of your screen for Team North, it's Xander Cade. Here we go. Jono, what do you look to see from these young guys? A similar strategy that we usually see in the All-American game?
They're going to see some interesting battles. The biggest matchup to me that I want to look at is this face-off matchup with Kasdan and Tyler at the X. That should be a great one all day.
Well, a couple of sloppy mistakes, an offside, and then a turnover. And these teams do have to get used to one another, right? You can't just show up and lace them up, but as we mentioned, they played yesterday together in a clinic nearby.
Yeah, these guys should be ready to go after a full day of training and practice.
This is Kevin Corrigan's North team operating on Naughton, and there is a great steal by the South in Gavin Oltz.
Gavin Oltz, great off-ball defender, headed to Torrey Pines in the fall. One of a cadre of guys heading to TP this fall.
And we should note that you're pretty familiar with that Torrey Pines program.
Yep.
Jono's the head coach there. One of many caps that he wears in his lacrosse life. And we're glad he's with us right now. He really knows so much about the Western game and has really been the ambassador for this All-American game and the connection with the players and identifying these rosters.
It's great to see all these kids get to know each other and spend some quality time together over the weekend, on and off the field. It really speaks to sort of the nature of the game, not only just being on the field.
The All-American game started back in 2011. It was just a boys game at the time. It was just at a high school, and now we've come so far 15 years later. We're at this beautiful Cowboys facility, but there's also a futures game, and you're watching it right now for the first time ever. This is Sam Kuhman. He is someone to watch.
Game's paused right now. Internet has paused. I called Spectrum and they increased our internet speed, and it should be at the capacity. They're also sending out replacement equipment tomorrow.
Sam looking for his older brother
Back
Jax.
on.
That might be a connection we see a lot of tonight.
6 and 8 for North.
I can't tell if Crew's in.
A very dangerous combination.
Oh, I think that might be him up there. No, he's got his West Coast Stars helmet. I don't see him in yet.
First look, good look here at the South. Facing Xander Cade in net for Team North. And we should note that Xander is the son of Adrenaline CEO Alex Cade. So hey, you know what? No pressure, Xander. It's a tough spot.
There's Crew. Nope. Who's playing 5?
What did you see from him? As I'm sure you've had a front row seat for hearing and seeing his development.
Yeah, it's funny. I've seen Xander all the way through and keeps getting better. Once he hits his growth spurt, he's going to be one of the best goalies out there.
Oh, and still the attack, missing that shot. That's another thing about this game. So many different players at different points in the maturation process. Liam Brady off the pipe. South fighting for it, picked up by Will Mahoney. Mahoney ends up on the deck, defended toughly there.
Pass the ball.
And Cade gets it back. North comes back the other way.
Some really big fellas out there. Just being around the boys all day yesterday, many of them taller than me, which doesn't say a ton, but we've got some big ninth graders out there.
Hard to believe just by watching this action. Really solid action so far. As you said, these boys entering ninth grade. William Penrod, representing Upper Arlington.
Once that first goal gets scored, I think a lot of guys will settle in, the nerves will dissipate. Right now everyone's a little bit tentative.
Who's going to step up and make the first play? Tommy Johnson, shut down by Liam Brady, the midfielder, also heading to Torrey Pines. North looking for the game's first goal. Mason Tattleman had it in his stick. This is Tattleman.
Get Crew
And
on the
that will
floor.
be a turnover. Shot clock violation, giving it back to Team South.
Did Dad respond to my
I think
text?
it's great that these guys get to play with
No.
the shot clock out in California. The rules are different. Makes for a much fast-paced game, much more exciting game.
Cooper Lilly with the steal. Jack Perkins couldn't haul in Lilly's pass. So a turnover leads to another turnover. Cook Chillian with the long stick. Bounces over the head of Cade.
Coach, another one of these over 6 feet.
Crew's going in.
we have here
Mom,
today.
Crew's
Super
going in.
athletic, super rangy, Highland Park
How
bound.
do you know?
defenseman.
Dad just texted the group chat that says Crew's going
And you see
in.
that a lot too in these formats. Everybody wants in on the action. Right now, no one has
Come on,
gotten in on
Chris.
the action. It
Dang
is
it.
no score, just about halfway through this first quarter. Again, this is the second of 4 games today. For the first time ever, we've expanded this adrenaline event
Thought that was
to
Crew.
a 4-game event. This is the boys' futures game.
Come on,
Both
Crew.
teams look pretty organized though. Spacing looks pretty good. They're sharing the ball. There's a lot of positives, even though there's no score yet to what I'm seeing so far.
Mason Pillow, tough defense really on both sides. And that tough defense leads to a turnover.
Oh, come on.
It's Troy Figueroa, number 30 for the South at the GB.
Now Lucas
There's
Cresswell, number 15 in the white
That looked like
uniform at the
Crew.
bottom of your screen, trying
on,
to
Crew.
get something started.
Come on, Crew.
Little
Pass
screen
it.
action behind the cage for Owen Still. Owen loses the ball. It's a fight for it. Kicking around. It's still free. And it will stay.
Go,
They'll
Crew.
rather
Go,
go
Crew.
the other way with
Good
North.
job, Crew.
Zaskell Wheeler from Utah, great
Go,
defenseman,
Crew.
super athletic. So there's a goal.
Wheeler gets our first goal of the day. North on the board to make it 1-0.
It's okay, Crew. It's okay.
That was Charlie Swan, an ESD product, another local guy. Great range, great off-ball presence. He's made a couple plays already in his first quarter. Wasn't on my bingo card to have the first goal be a pole goal in transition, but that was great. Hopefully these guys can settle in now.
Yeah, if you're ever going to break the ice, I guess it's there, right?
With the shot clock and with the guys coaching these particular games, I think they want to play fast and get up and down, and I think that's what they're telling the boys.
So more than halfway gone in this first quarter. And you deal with this age group a lot. That is a beautiful look there from Cornabell.
Yep, wins from Cherry Creek, the state champions in Colorado this spring. Great program.
Nice job, number 28.
Asher Milting and Ollie Milting. Quinn's going to be a great player for them, and that program continues to be dominant in Colorado.
And Asher Milting, a name that lacrosse fans know, one of the most famous alumni of the Adrenaline All-American game. He'll be coaching against his younger brother. That game tonight at 7:30 Central Time. You won't want to miss that. That is a really cool storyline. I'm sure you did that on purpose, right?
I actually didn't, but it has become a great storyline.
Jono here with Adrenaline sets the rosters for the games. And yeah, I think you'd rather have it that way than the other way, just to
Liam.
give it that natural rivalry.
Let's
Yeah,
go,
the
Liam.
rivalry is always good.
Alex Cade fighting off a shot from Liam Brady that went wide. Both teams just getting used to this game. Owen still.
Great
Straightaway
save.
look.
Great save.
Cade makes the high save.
That was a great take right there by Colin McDavid.
And then look. Cade's quick pass leads to this transition.
You're out again?
It's there in the long stick of Benjamin Fenard. South fighting hard.
Oh boy.
Bodies hit the deck. And it will stay here with the North team.
Jake Welkins lucky he didn't get put in the box on that one. Absolutely burying the kid right there.
Yeah, that was pretty physical. And I think going into an all-star game like this, you assume there won't be a ton of penalties. But that certainly was pushing the envelope.
Texas refs always let the kids play. They're notorious for that. Love coming down here in the spring. They do a great job. It'll be a physical one today for sure.
Nolan Naughton ends up with the ball as we approach the end of this first quarter. So what is your advice to these 2029s? We've talked a lot over these years at this event about entering the college level and maybe some of the differences that come with that. How about entering the high school level?
I just think, you are a product of the environment you're put in, and these guys getting to train with the best college coaches, getting to be at the banquet with all the senior All-Americans next to them. I think just iron sharpens iron, and I think it just gives them the motivation and the excitement to aspire, to want to play for those coaches and to want to be in that seat as a senior in high school at this event. So I think it's a great weekend. Just be a sponge, soak all of it in.
And we just saw Nolan Naughton heading to the Woodlands, who you spoke highly of. Jono made a great save. That one gets by Alex Cade. It's number 4, Will Mahoney for the South. And a low-scoring first quarter. You've had to earn everything. And right now it is 2-1 South on top of North.
Great pass from Quinn Mackey, an assisted goal, great transition. Getting back to Naughton, Naughton's a Woodlands product, and guess who the last goalie to come out of the Woodlands was? Just a guy named Matt Nunes.
That's right.
Who's out here today coaching Nolan, so no surprise he's going to become the next great goalie from Texas.
And that's a great thing over the years is I've got to be a part of this for the past 5 years. You get to know the names, you see the names come through, the Anderson Moores of the world that we've seen make immediate impacts at the college level. And really the list goes on and on of guys who have come away from this game. It does feel like the goalie position has been rather strong in the West. Have you noticed that? And not only Nunes and Anderson Moore, but there's quite a bit of goalie product that's come out of this weekend.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty egalitarian across the board positionally. Like I said, 17 guys in the professional lacrosse league right now, all positions. And just fortunate to have, like I said, Bubba Fairman, Matt Nunes, and Ajax Zapatello, who right now leads the PLL in takeaways, here coaching. I just think that speaks volumes to the full circleness of this event and being from out west. Small
Please put my brother in.
North trailing by 1 in this opening quarter. Mason Everett clearing down the sideline, pressured hard by Carson Berg.
Carson Berg is elite, do-it-all mini. Brother's also a great player. Carson does so many things well.
South couldn't complete the long pass there. It gets past the stick of Jake Welkin. Let's see what the North can do in the final minute 30 of this
I think
first
Crew's
quarter.
in.
Jonathan Hoppy,
Yeah.
John Ozissi up here with you. Morgan Alexander with us as well, working the sidelines today.
Go Crew. Go Crew.
William Penrod and Naughton.
Go Crew. Go Crew.
Warren Cage, he has given up a goal, but has looked very solid.
Yeah, you know, as an offensive coach or an offensive player, you never want to take bad shots early and build the goalie's confidence. We've seen a couple of, you know, poor shots to start, and I think Nolan's settling in because of that.
Go Crew.
Come on, Crew.
Crew
This
Slattery.
is the South team here in the white uniforms.
Go Crew.
Yeah!
And that is Crew Slattery.
Crew Slattery is San Diego product, going to Cathedral High School to play for Brian Cooper. Shout out to Coop. Great little player. Like this move, shooting out of the goal, getting in the middle of the field. Tough to save that.
Way to go, Crew.
It's likely our final face-off of the first quarter. 32 seconds left. The south sideline there leading by 2 goals, 3-1. Good nudge there by the South's Tyler Schmalls. Trying to get possession. Hudson Ray. Ray behind the cage, behind the back goal. Beautifully done by Cook Chillian.
Pretty impressive for BTB from a long pole, especially in tight like that. Just the presence of mind to think to do that is a next level play right there.
Long pole, no problems for Chillian. And so much for being the last face-off of the first quarter. That's why you don't say things like that, because then this happens.
Of course.
But you know what? To get to see that goal, I'll take it. I will take it. Beautifully done by Chillian, and now 4-1. South, biggest lead of the game so far as we approach the end of the first quarter.
These guys got to go. I don't think they see the clock here.
And they're hearing it from the sideline, and it's not going to matter. Tommy Johnson lost control of the ball, and that is how the first quarter will come to an end. Team South leading the North 4-1 in the future game. The class of 2029 Western lacrosse talent as they enter high school, that talent is on full display. What'd you make of that first quarter?
A lot of up and down, some great transition. You're seeing a lot of really athletic kids. You're seeing a giant defensive group, everyone over 6 feet, rangy. And you see the kids, they're starting to settle in. I think the lacrosse will get much better in the second quarter here.
And we will take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Let's go, Mom. No. What are you doing? Texting the group. Do you care? Because I'm videoing it. Okay.
I'm Sean Light, defenseman at the University of Notre Dame. As a collegiate defenseman, I need equipment that can withstand the toughest battles on the field. John Lacrosse has been there every step of the way. They truly unmatched and provide us with the most optimal gear so they can keep me at the top of my game.
South on top of the North, 4-1 in this All-American Adrenaline Futures game. And we've been talking about some of the players that have come through. One of those players, Matt Nunes, is with us today. And the Virginia Cavalier is standing by with Morgan Alexander.
Yeah, Matt, so you're from Texas, and so obviously you're coming here to coach a lot of the Western lacrosse players. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's super special to see how the game has grown. All these super young kids are just great players, and they have a long way to go, but they put in so much work, so much effort, so it's awesome that we can honor them in this game.
So you played at UVA, and you're a very talented goalie. What advice are you giving to these kids this weekend?
Just keep working. There's so much room to grow in everybody's game. Even once you commit to college for those senior guys, there's so much room for you to grow, and especially for these guys going to their high school years.
Awesome, thank you very much.
Good to hear from Matt Nunes. John, what's your relationship like with him, and how great has it been for you to see him play and do well at UVA?
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the dream as a coach, to see all these guys go off and do great things back east and have great careers and continue to be great people too. And having so many of them at this game this weekend has been a true joy for me as a former coach of all theirs. So it's what it's all about.
Yeah, he is a great talent, and we wish him well in the ACC next year and beyond. We'll probably hear more from him in our second game of the day coming up a few hours from now. The traditional boys All-American game set for 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern on ESPN+. We also have the traditional girls All-American game coming up, 5:30 Central Time, 6:30 Eastern Time. Back out on the field, it is 4-1 South.
Oh,
Make that 4-2. And North gets on the board. That was a nice looking shot there by the North and Mason Williams.
Great cut, great pass, good team offense. Things are starting to fall into place for both squads right now, much more organized. It's a great look too from Cooper Lilly. Just good offense.
Cooper Lilly to Mason Williams, and the second goal of the game for the North. And you got to work hard to beat Nolan Naughton, right?
Yeah, that was a great cut, quick stick, in and out of the stick. No time to react for Nolan.
Keep working.
And I think it's a reminder of just how big this stage is whenever we go to a face-off. It's right on top of the star, that iconic Dallas Cowboys star. And that is the level of competition that we see out here, the level of talent. And it is a privilege for these boys to be playing on this field, a truly professional facility,
who's on the
John.
field?
Yeah, one of the nicer venues in all of sports, football, lacrosse, whatever you want to say. This is just a wonderful
Let's go,
venue.
Crew.
Everything that the Cowboys usually do or build is top notch and above and beyond. And
See right there, number
to
20.
contribute to
Yep.
This is great.
Yeah, it really is
Let's
a
go.
nice setting outside too, with the Omni Hotel
job,
next
20.
door and some Cowboys outdoor facilities here as well. They were sort of early to the game of creating this atmosphere of putting a venue somewhere and then having an entertainment district and restaurants and that sort of thing. South looking for their first goal of the second quarter. South team in the white uniforms there on attack right now, attacking to the left of your screen. Led by Coach Sean Kerwin of Dartmouth. That's a good feed. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Crew Slattery. And defended well by the North if they can come away with this ground ball. And they do, heading back the other way. Easton English heading to Jesuit.
It was Ben Fenard with that deflection. He is an absolute monster. Got to spend some time with him yesterday. Just absolutely bodying kids all day long. Super physical. very aggressive defenseman.
Keep working, Crew.
That's not a bad formula for a 9th grade player.
Nope.
Let's go, Crew.
What
Let's go,
about?
Yeah!
And a beautiful delivery, Crew Slattery.
Going to Cathedral, played for Brian Cooper, one of a cadre of nice freshmen he has coming in. That's just a slick play.
Kind of keeps that stick to the ground, the low-to-low look, gets it past Xander Cave.
Woo woo! That's my brother!
And I think with having a Cade in goal and such a big part of the Adrenaline Lacrosse family, his father Alex Cade, I think that also speaks to Jono about this organization and sort of where things stand and how long you guys have been doing this.
It's crazy.
I'm not calling you old if that's what you're.
Please don't.
Now, Alex, maybe.
Yep.
But no, it's just great to see his son out there. And again, everything this game continues to represent. At North looking for a goal, the fast break shot goes high. Cooper Lilly going for the top left shelf over Naughton's right shoulder. But it is backed up by the North, so it'll stay here on the right side.
I think that's funny though, your earlier comment, just being a coach, having been doing it for so long, coaching siblings and cousins and even sons now of former players. It is the full circleness of the sport in the community. Like I said, if you've been doing it long enough, this is how it works. So good to see Xander out here. We'll see Tyler Cepeda next year, my other partner here, Jono, and so.
Steve Cepeda, one of the very important members of this Adrenaline family. Naughton corrals that to prevent any more damage.
Great take by Hockenbreyer right there. Great save though. Now we're seeing Cook with a short stick, just helping out at defensive midfield.
Let's go, Crew. Is he still out there?
Yeah.
There he is.
South leading the North by 3 goals. This first ever showcase of the rising freshman, best of the West.
Let's go, Crew.
Princeton running his
Oh,
pairs offense
dropped it.
out there. Looks just like a Tigers game in the spring here. Good spacing. A lot of 2-man game.
Carson Berg. Shot wide from Will Slapnicka.
Let's go, Crew.
I'd like the South team to get a little bit more spacing. It's much easier to defend when you're all bunched like
Oh,
this.
dropped it. Get in there. Get in there.
Guys getting in each other's way, making tough feeds, tough handles.
Get it back. Get it back.
Great D right there from North.
Cade with the quick outlet there to Askell Wheeler. Now Hockenbreyer. North trailing by 3 goals, just about halfway through this second quarter.
Great cut, great handle.
Shut down by Naughton.
Good job, goalie.
Yeah,
Jack
goalie.
Perkins was there, right on the doorstep, and Naughton.
Let's go. Let's go, Crew. 2. Get in there, Crew.
Great cut, great feed, high percentage shot, just not dropping. I think you're seeing what a great goal
Good
looks
work.
like today on display.
Good work.
Now,
Drop
that's one
it.
to live with, right? And I think I heard a timeout call, and yes, we'll get a timeout
South
by
still
Coach
has it.
Kerwin and the South team. So they were able to get the timeout before that possession was lost. It is 5-2, South leading the North. And it looks like they'll just play through that. So hey, we'll keep the possession and restart.
Think about the player to coach ratio right now. Both teams have 5 coaches on the sideline. It's like a Division I staff out there. The individual attention and attention to detail that this game is providing is pretty awesome, and really pleased with all the guys' efforts all weekend. Can't thank them enough.
Yeah, that's certainly a highlight of this Futures game, just to get that kind of participation. And you really have to think, although these are young guys, 15 years old, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yep.
These are guys that, many of them probably 14, they've been around the circuit, they've traveled, they've been on club teams, but to be in this facility with these coaches, you gotta think it's a cut above for them.
I'll give these kids a lot of credit. They trained for 7 hours.
Go 20.
And they went hard
No,
all
that's
day.
not Crew, is
Guys
it?
were still
No.
shooting
Yeah, he's on the other
at
side.
end of yesterday. It's a lot of lax reps. I appreciate
7
that.
hours.
Oh yeah, it was a full day.
That's about how long my flight was delayed yesterday. Quinn Bell there missed the shot wide, but hey, we made it.
Help
South
out.
leading by 3.
Let's go 20. Let's go.
A lot of big size on the field.
Oh,
for
help
the
him
South
out.
right
Get in
now.
there.
Good defense there by North and Van Agnew.
Too high.
And that shot launched by Logan Fessmeyer. High, but backed up by the South. 2 seconds though on the shot clock, and they'll just throw it away.
The North, to their credit, has been playing great defense. They've been getting high percentage, good looks in and around the crease, middle of the field. They're doing all the right things. They're just not falling. This game is close.
Is that Crew? Go Crew! Go Crew! No, that wasn't Crew.
That was Crew.
Haven't
It
seen
was?
goals scored in a bit here. Certainly on this side of the field for the North. Trying to solve the riddle that has so far been Nolan Naughton, the talented Texan goalie.
And Crew Slattery. They're scoring 2 goals.
That's a great little cut.
Tattleman. Now Jackson. Tyler Jackson. Naughton all over that. Might have hit off the pipe as well. Out of play, staying with North. 26 seconds on that shot clock. And that is not going to work for the North team. Some miscommunication. The ball gets past Van Agnew.
That's Crew.
And they'll retreat back on defense.
Van Agnew, all-name team. Absolutely love that that guy's name is Van. Ironically, my dad's name was Van. You don't see too many Vans these days.
Van is certainly a throwback name.
Absolutely elite name.
Love to see it. Now, does he listen to Van Morrison? Maybe not. South keeps it on this end of the field. Under 4 minutes to play until halftime.
Luke Hunter, great defense right there, arriving with a poke all over the hands of Leah Brady. There he is, disrupting again in the passing lane.
Get it back.
He's a beast.
Get
Let's
it
see if
back.
He takes the shot. Well, they were
Yeah.
close to lose that. Picked up out of the air by Mason Williams, so now North can settle down and get a clean look. Offsides called. That will be costly, giving it back to the South. That's
Nice.
the second time we've seen that, and that can get tricky in a game like this, right?
Yeah, failed clears are really demoralizing for a team. Just when you're starting to get some momentum or make a great stop, to have to give the ball back up. For
There's
something
20.
Like that. Very deflating.
I think Crew's nervous.
I don't.
No?
And maybe at first, but I think he's probably in game mode.
This is South. Logan
I'm so
Presnell.
proud of him, though.
Lucas
He's playing
Presnell.
really well. Let's go, 20. Come on.
Liam Brady's shot goes wide, but backed up by the South.
I'd like to see Leah Brady do a little bit more with a redodge If there's no slide, re-attack and try to sort of get a better angle, get to the middle of the field rather than settle for that alley shot.
Let's go 20.
It's a great take.
Cade with the better save.
Oh, I heard that.
What do you say?
He's like, horse! I
There's
think.
Benjamin Fenard, who you referenced as someone who stood out in that training session yesterday. He runs off the field after doing his job. Agnew. Naughton had no problems with that one.
Just gotta take better.
Okay, come on, let's
shots.
go.
Low percentage shots for anyone. Forget about it being a good goalie. Those are tough shots to go in, no matter who's in the net.
Let's go, Crew. Let's get some more.
Prescott, as a lane, shoots it over the cage.
Where is 20? Is he in? I don't see him
We'll
in.
get Fesmeyer there. About 1 minute left here in this second quarter.
Is Crew in?
North needs a goal going into halftime here to close the gap a bit.
Come on, South. Do you see Crew? They may have taken him out.
Cade got a piece of that one. It had a lot of promise off the stick of Liam Brady, and Cade is starting to heat up too as this first half goes along.
Let's go 20.
It's a great ride, another second
He's
chance
not in yet.
opportunity, and a failed clear for the North again.
Fesmeyer spinning.
Let's go, South.
Now up top, and a beautiful goal from Alex Trampas.
Good job.
From Alec Trampas.
Prosper, Texas product. That's a great shot. Off stick, top corner. No chance for Cade to save that one.
Beautifully done. That'll play at any level. 6-2 South. Coach Kerwin's team leading by 4 goals, and as we approach halftime.
Great dodge, gets to the middle of the field, heading downhill with a head of steam. No slide. Got to do a better job from the North right now.
Let's go, South.
Face-off is won by Tyson Schmalls and the South. They lead by 4. Can they make it 5? Schmalls, as he does, running back in there to try to get that possession.
That's a catchable ball. Great
We
ground
could
ball by
catch
Koeman.
the ball.
Is 20 in?
They're open.
Plenty of time here, and the pass goes over the head of Tattleman. And that is a costly mistake.
Ooh.
Not sure if that would have counted or not. The spinning stick
Halftime.
of Jax Koeman.
Mom, it's
But we
halftime.
have reached
Okay.
halftime. It is 6-2. South leading the North. Don't go away. When we come back at this Adrenaline All-American Boys Futures game, we will have the fastest shot competition. You'll want to see that. Stick with us. We're back here from Frisco, Texas in a moment.
Do you see 20 anywhere?
I wonder if Brian's watching this.
I'm sure. That's cool that he kept mentioning Brian's name.
Lend your next round of financing.
I wonder how did he know that?
What if it unlocks
You have to
credit
write it
scores
on a
so you can
form.
build momentum in every
I'm gonna go
stage?
put my stuff in the
Give
dryer.
you the confidence to leap into new markets.
Gotta cut up that
The
cantaloupe.
truth is, banking can do more. That's why over 200,000 entrepreneurs from tech to e-commerce love Mercury, because it's one powerful product that lets you do more with your money.
There are places no cell network can reach. Trust me, I've been there. That's why T-Mobile now has a cell network with 600 dedicated satellites that automatically connect to your phone. Verizon doesn't even have 10. And when you try to connect to them, you gotta wave your arm around like this, looking all goofy. So, join T-Mobile. Come out to the middle of nowhere. When you get here, drop me a text saying, you won't believe where I am.
Guys, I'm so happy Crew's playing so well.
Me
Aren't
too.
you?
Yeah.
a design studio. Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings.
I can help with that.
Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
Unplug and unlock. Road trips on easy mode. And a really big touchscreen for the biggest jams. And qualify for up to $7,500 in tax free.
It's halftime. And
Will you tell me when they're getting ready to?
Welcome back to the Star. Jonathan Hoppy and Jono Zissi up in the booth. It is 6-2, South leading the North in this boys futures game here at Adrenaline All-American Weekend. And Jono, we're about to go down to the field for the fastest shot competition. While they get all set up down there, what do you expect to see from these rising ninth graders in high school?
You know, I think the first half's been very telling. You know, everyone's very talented, everyone's very athletic, and one small mistake is the difference to why the score is what it is right now. It's a game of inches, and the North is right there, but a few small minor mistakes, a couple failed clears, breakdowns on defense, and now you're seeing a 4-goal spread.
And 70 miles an hour was the winning number for the girls' futures game. If you had to bet, where do you think these boys can get to?
I bet you they'll hover around 100. I think the high school guys will be around, you know, the 110 plus, but I'd say around 100 for these guys.
All right, our man down there, Nick Hernandez, is leading the charge for Adrenaline, and they are ready to go, Nick.
All right, guys, we are ready to go. I've got 4 kids down here ready to get going with the fastest shot. Right now, we got our 2 short sticks up. They were shooting pretty fast earlier today. We've got first up, Quinn, ready to take it. Here we go, Quinn. 92 miles an hour.
All right, Quinn.
Way to start it off, Quinn. All right, Cook, you're up. "96 miles an hour. Phew. All right, Quinn again, let's go. 95, what'd he miss? Hawkins, let's go. 95 and a corner.
That looked faster than 95.
95 for the last shot. Yeah, one more. Yeah. 96. 98 miles an hour. It's a pretty fast shot. All right, good work, boys. What's up next here?
So Hawk and Breyer right now coming in at 98 miles an hour.
All right, 98 is the number to beat, guys. We got Cook up, ready to go. Here we go. 96 for the first shot.
You love the long stick motion there, bringing it in over the top.
Here we go, Charlie. 101.
There we go. Might be tough to beat that one.
That's going to be a tough one to beat.
John, what do you think? Do you like it coming from over the top, or would you wind it down on the bottom?
I think just basic physics, the long poles have a distinct advantage.
102.
Part of the mystique of this, though, is you got to shoot at dead center of the goal, and great shooters usually don't shoot in the middle of the goal.
93. "101. Hey guys, I think North team took it with 102. Charlie, good work, buddy. Nice job, man. That was really fast.
Charlie, let's hear from you, man.
All right, guys, I got Charlie here. Hey, so 102 is pretty fast, especially coming out of 8th grade. How did that feel, and what are you doing to get a shot that fast?
Felt great. To get a shot that fast, I played midi when I was younger, so that helped me out a lot, get my technique down.
Shooting underarm isn't really ordinary for a polar for a fastest shot. Why'd you go with that approach?
Honestly, I just shot it. I didn't decide what I was doing.
All right, buddy, well, keep it up. Good luck the second half.
He had to decide at some point.
I love it. Guy just went rogue.
It went rogue all the way to the win. When we come back, we will actually stay right here and talk about this action. That was fun, and John, you were all over that at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's about right for that age. Again, part of the mystique and the trick is you got to sort of shoot it as dead center as possible, which for a lot of the best shooters, they're usually shooting it where the goalie isn't. So you got to augment things if you want to win a contest like that.
And we will take a break. 6-2, South leading the North at the
Crew?
Adrenaline Boys All-American
I see
Futures game.
Luke
Come back with us for the second half
over
of
there.
the Star.
Luke, I don't know who that is.
The person where Crew went. How do you not know what?
Adrenaline's folk.
I know Luke Jackson.
Yeah, Luke Jackson.
I know Liam, but I don't know who you're talking about when you say Luke. Luke Jackson wasn't chosen to play in this, Caitlin.
No, who was?
Liam Brady.
Yeah, Liam Brady, I saw him.
Okay. I was asking if you saw Crew.
This was.
I wonder if they do have it.
We do. So whenever you start a project,
Don't worry, you're not alone. We can do this together.
so what are you working on?
The City Double Cash Card. Feel the joy of earning unlimited 2% cash back. 1% when you buy, 1% as you pay. The City Double Cash Card.
I'm just responding to the group. I'm not reading any of your stuff.
They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Unplug and unlock. Road trips on easy mode. And a really big touchscreen for the biggest jams. And qualify for up to $7,500 in tax credit with the Equinox EV. Unlock the tech and the value. With the 2025 Equinox EV, America's most affordable over 315-mile range EV. And Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Team South leading Team North 6-2. We begin the second half of this Adrenaline All-American Futures game. Checking out some of the stats there from the first 24 minutes of play. A big reason why the South is leading the play of Crew Slattery. He has 2 goals, John, the only player so far in this game with 2 goals to his name.
Yep, I think you've got 7 saves in the net for Xander Cade and a bunch of different scores for the South. Again, the game is closer than the score indicates, and I think the North is poised to make a run here in the third quarter.
Big disparity in ground balls, though. North 14. South only credited with 5 ground balls. North credited with those 14. That is a big difference as we begin this second half. So sit back and enjoy this. The class of 2029.
And have a goalie change, I think, for the out is going to be Nolan, and in is Christian Caldrone is going to be in net in the second half here.
And Naughton was a problem. And not to say that Caldrone won't be, but I think if you're the North, probably feel good about just getting some new blood in there. Not to say that Naughton was standing on his head, but he did have a strong first half in a number of ways, seemed to make it pretty difficult. So North wins the opening face-off, and they will be moving now to the left of your screen in those blue uniforms, trailing by 4 goals.
Well, the South just got away with being offside.
Tommy Johnson nearly lost possession, corralled it before the ball rolled out of bounds.
Well, we got the ball.
Great.
North just has to shorten the passes. These are just silly turnovers, and they're devastating to any kind of morale.
There's a behind-the-back pass. Fancy work by Hudson Ray, but it ends up in another turnover. Luke Hunter crosses the midfield line. Now Fred Merck. Merck shows off his size, and he shoots that one wide of Caldrone and Cage.
Great take by Fred, great athlete. In between the lines, does so many things well.
Let's go 20. Keep
Braxton
working
Wells,
hard.
guy we haven't talked much about. Great player, cousin of alum Max Sloat, now at Duke.
Go defense.
Played in this game, one of the best players to ever come out of the West.
Caldrone will be credited there for his first save of the day. About a minute and a half into his time in the pipes.
I would say put the 2 goal person that the announcer just said in the game.
A great redodge by Hudson Ray.
And Ray scores.
Yes.
That's textbook dodging. You want to dodge, draw the double team, and the guy recovers, you can re-attack.
Tell them it's
There's no slide. That was a
2 to 7.
dodge and a great finish.
Okay.
Ray will be playing at Kincaid, his high school career beginning next year. Off balance.
Up the hash, improving angle, near pipe. Great play by Hudson Ray.
Sean
There's
Cronin's
Crew.
team has it working here today. 7 goals for them, just 2 for Kevin Corrigan's North team. Largest lead of the day for the South at 5 goals. And a jump, shot, and score.
3 to 7.
Caston Massler.
Caston's an Arizona product. He has come so far.
Well, you actually put our team's
Having a great summer.
score first.
Better goes.
So you do.
Improving to
Oh, it's like
is
that?
more than just a face-off.
Yeah.
This is
Okay,
a
my
little
bad.
You would
twister.
say 7. I don't know. Is it now 7-4?
No,
Put that one on the
7-3.
highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, tight rope.
So 7-3 meaning we're up.
That might help. spur
Clarify
some
that with the group.
The first ever Futures game. All of these players get to be a small part of adrenaline lacrosse history. Really not even small part, a large part. As this event continues to expand, John, we were talking about the banquet last night at the Omni next door. These families traveling from all over the western part of the country. In some cases, as we saw in the girls' Futures game, from Canada. It's not exclusive to the West, but Western United States, it's really all over
Yes,
the place.
who's it?
What was that like for you to see 500 or so people packed in for that banquet last night?
Yeah, you know, I was joking. It sort of felt like an adolescent
Who's
Espies.
out again?
All these kids looking sharp, dressed to the nines, getting
Good,
on
you can
great
rest.
achievements. It was a great room of just a lot of talent and a lot of hard workers.
He's hustling out
Tyler
there.
Jackson
He's
shoots
playing
high.
really well.
He has
Carney
2
inducted into the
goals to
Western
his
Lacrosse
name.
Hall of Fame. Another highly decorated adrenaline player, had a great career at Syracuse. And she actually got choked up last night. An emotional moment for her, and I also think that goes to show just what this community and what this group of individuals means to these people and to all of us here.
Yeah, last night was special. Meg's been an icon for the growth of the game, and she deserves to be emotional. She's earned every bit of that. We also had a great keynote speech from Mike Mabry. Brought the house down, just did a wonderful job and made the night so special.
Let's go South. Keep
Yeah,
working,
just think about
boys.
all the past inductees that have been here for this weekend. Taylor Thornton, another example. The list goes on and on of accomplished men and women who are now being recognized for all that they've done in the game.
Yep, last year we had Eddie Gleasner in the lung of the game. It's just, it's a wonderful tradition. I look forward each year to the next honoree.
South leading by 4. 7:30 to go in this third quarter.
Great defense from Mason Everett. All these guys, sticks are out, robbing with a poke, in a stance, short choppy steps.
Beckett Farrell got that started. The shot from the top comes from Liam Brady wide. Alex Cade, 7 first half saves, number 5 in net there, bottom left of your screen. And small in stature now, but you mentioned it, Jono, when that growth spurt comes and he gets more size in that cage, you can see that the instincts are there.
Yeah, playing goalie is a mentality. Sander definitely fits that mold.
Get in there, South. Get in there.
Strong showing for him so far. Attempted clear here by Tyler Jackson. He gets it across midfield, or that's not Tyler Jackson.
It's Charlie Swan, that's our fastest
That's
shooter.
our fastest shot.
Oh, who's playing defense?
.102 miles an hour, Swan had that shot.
That's incredible. Go 20.
Good contact there. Excellent defense by the South. Even in a game like this,
Go 20. Go 20. Good
Crew
job.
Slattery and co. giving it all they have to try to slow this North team down. Good look from the outside from Hawk and Breyer.
Did you hear that?
Goes wide.
Wait, what did he say?
Good defense by Crew Slattery.
Backed up with 20 seconds now on the shot clock. Matt Nunes looking on with the rest of the coaching staff.
Great look right there by Koeman. Gotta start converting some of these.
Koeman went to Mason Tattleman and they could not even make Cadroni make a save. And down by 4 goals. You got to make that relatively fresh goaltender make that stop, right?
Shot clock's winding down. They got to get one off. Great defense. Sticks in the passing lane.
And that is a shot clock violation. It'll turn back over here to the South. And a quick start for Sequoia Davis. Now with Hudson Ray, 45-yard line on your screen. Number 16 there. Midfielder had a goal earlier in this quarter. Quenneville goes back beyond the cage for Farrell. Farrell stops and starts. Under 5 minutes to play now. North trailing 7-3. We've had 1 goal on each side in this third quarter. Hudson Ray spinning. Ray making it.
Oh, yes.
And that's that's a goal worth celebrating for number
3 to
16,
8.
White.
Great dodge, just running through stick heads and checks. Need to be more physical if I'm the North. Get a body on that guy. Can't just be throwing slap checks. This is a great re-dodge. Gets back to the front of the cage.
Yeah, making contact, taking contact, determined to score.
Pretty impressive right there.
One of the highlights of the day for Hudson Ray and the South. They've got the lead up to 5. Now our first look at Caston Massler, since he scored that goal off a face-off a moment ago. Maybe a little too excited, trying to do it again. And the violation gives it to the South. I'll say I've been impressed by this age group. Not quite to the level of what we'll see here in a few hours, but there's a lot of passion, a lot of talent, and a lot of skill out on this field.
Yeah, relatively clean game so far. Not a lot of unforced errors.
Yeah, they've been dialed in.
Like what I'm seeing here.
Ray sent that shot high. It has been a clean presentation from both sides, and it almost has to be, right, when you have the coaches that you have out on the field.
I would think that that's definitely helping. Constant feedback, especially the amount of coaches we have. We're almost at like a 3-to-1 ratio.
That is a good number. Liam Brady.
Oh, good job.
Great pass from Carson Berg. Liam Brady, two guys we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast. Liam Brady, endless potential, two-handed, 6'4", 3-sport athlete. Love this kid.
That's because he's playing for your
Tough one to
school.
stop there for Cade. 9-3, under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter.
He is a good athlete, though.
And it
We
seems
like watching
every
Liam.
time we have one of those shots of a player
There's
running off the
Crew.
field after a goal, they go over to the South bench. And we might get another one of those shots here as South has once again won possession. But now in jeopardy, they lose it out of bounds. Mason Pillow, good clearing speed, crosses midfield. Looking for a teammate. He had Cooper Lilly, but couldn't get the ball to him. Now they go back behind the cage. About 3 minutes left here in this third quarter. Have 12 more minutes after this to decide a winner. But Jono, if North wants to make some noise here, they've got to really start right now.
Yeah, Coach Metzbauer's got to get this offense sort of moving at a faster pace. And they got to just start having more confidence. Everyone's gripping the stick a little too tightly right now.
Jack Perkins was thinking shot. It was blocked.
Let's
in
go,
front.
South.
Andrew Cruz using his head. Love to see that.
Quinn Mackey picks it up. Ray hesitated for a moment, passed it over to Owen Still, but the pass was errant, and that's a turnover.
North dodged a bullet right there. Owen was open.
Yeah, what do you want to see here from North? It does feel like it's gotten a little bit stagnant here as they try to break
Come on,
through
South.
in this quarter.
Keep working,
Just a little more
boys.
urgency. Be quick, but don't hurry, as they say. These shot clocks are
Good
The
defense.
shot clock each possession, which the time is ticking, literally.
And Calderoni there in goal, Christian Calderoni. He'll play at IMG. Hasn't been tested a ton since he's come into the game. It's allowed him to settle in. And he makes that play.
What
The ball
about we
trickles
put
into
Crew
his crease. Cooper
Slattery?
Lilly for the North. Lost possession. And it seems like every time South is moving down the field, it is number 16, Hudson Ray, right there in the middle of it. Ray goes back to work. Draw some extra attention. They go across the field.
That's a hammer.
And that is a beautiful shot by Berg.
That's just great ball movement on offense. Really slow and poor rotation from the defense. No recovery from the initial slide. We have 2 guys on the ball, no ball pressure, and the extra look to Carson for a catch and shoot.
And that all started with Ray, as I mentioned, slid over there, and as you mentioned,
Come here, phone.
a breakdown from there.
We've got Sean Kerwin and Jim Mitchell running that offense. Again, where there's smoke, there's fire. Not surprising that this thing is a juggernaut.
And that opportunity to be led by the head coach of an Ivy League program, not something to be taken lightly. Under 1 minute left in this third quarter.
Crew's in. No, that's not him.
Crew doesn't have a long pole.
That's right, you're right.
It was 6-2 at halftime. It is now 10-3. So 4-1 advantage in this third quarter for the South. Now leading the North by 7. Jax Kuhlman. The Kuhlman brothers have been quiet right here in this game.
Come on, defense.
Almost saw that action lead to a goal. Under 10 to play. Ball still on the ground. If the North picks it up, Perkins chasing after it, but Caldroni sort of kicks it away, now chases it, and that is how the third quarter comes to an end. South, with a massive quarter, now leads this game by 7, 10-3. Come back for the fourth quarter here in Frisco, Texas, as the boys' futures game, as Adrenaline's All-American Weekend rolls on.
Keep working, boys. Keep working, boys.
What if business banking did more? Like helped you land your next round of financing? Or made it simpler to pay your crew? What if it unlocked credit sooner so you could build momentum at every stage? Or gave you the confidence to leap into new markets? The truth is, banking can do more. That's why over 200,000 entrepreneurs from tech to e-commerce love Mercury, because it's one powerful product that lets you do more with your money.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your, whoa. It's your Equinox with advanced safety features. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Own a design studio. Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings.
I can help with that.
Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
It is such an honor each year to recognize these players, especially this year, the first time we're honoring the class of 2029 at the high school level, the Futures game, and 2 standouts, one from the north, Luke Hunter, and in the south, Nolan Naughton. They're both
Mom, Crew's on the floor.
So you're from Utah. What does it mean for you to be here today and playing against some other 2029s?
You know, it's like a dream come true.
What?
You know, like playing with all the guys
on the
from
floor?
other states. It's a good competition,
He's
and I
like-
love it. It's so fun.
And you're from Texas, so not too far of a drive for you, but what has this experience been like so far this weekend?
I'm really happy because all the hard work's paid off, playing with some of the best players in the country and being coached by some of the best.
Yeah, speaking on that, what has it been like to be coached by, current college coaches?
it's meant a lot. They've shown us a lot of things that we'll use in high school and as we get older and helping us get better.
Awesome, thanks guys.
That is Nolan Naughton there for Team South in the white uniform. Goalie had a really strong first half. Nearby Texas, the Woodlands, and then Luke Hunter on the other side for Team North. Two of the standouts so far in this game.
Both of those guys have great high school coaches. Anthony DeMayo down at Woodlands is doing great things, and Will Manny out at the Waterford School in Utah, obviously doing great things, building lacrosse in Utah through his Summit program.
Anthony DeMayo, a name that we'll see a few hours from now, coaching the All-American game. I believe he is the North coach. And his buddy Asher Nolting, an assistant coach on that team. Just two of the big names we'll have returning for that Adrenaline All-American game.
Yep, Asher's out on the golf course right now getting a quick 9 in, and then
wow,
he'll
must be nice, Asher.
Pull a Clark Kent and get his coaching hat on this evening.
Let's go, Crew.
A all-star level player in the PLL. It'll be great to have him and some other PLL stars with us this evening. I'm sure you've been paying attention this year as the PLL continues. How have you seen that league grow and help lacrosse as a whole? It seems to be a pretty successful professional league.
Yeah, you know, for me, I love watching the kids that we used to coach and trying to follow and track them, so I've been watching a lot of it, and I do think there are advantages of the touring model. Bringing the game to different cities and emerging markets every weekend, I think, creates excitement and there's a buzz. They were just in San Diego last month, which was really well received, and it was a great weekend.
And this facility here, the Star, has been utilized multiple times as a PLL weekend facility, and you can understand why with everything that they have to offer here in Frisco.
Get it back. Come on, South.
Their employees and staff.
Get it back.
Got anything that you need help with, they're there to help and solve and fix, and it's just really great. Makes life easy from an operations standpoint.
Yeah, even if you're not a Cowboys fan, you can certainly respect this facility. Tyler Jackson there.
Tyler Jackson from Upper Arlington, Ohio, on the map and in the house here. Great goal and one. Drew the penalty.
First time we've really seen the flag come out at a crucial situation. Check out Jackson here making it happen.
Great take and a late push, but the goal was already good and will stand.
So 10-4, North gets a bit of a spark, trailing by 6 with 10 minutes to play. Tyson Schmalls thought he had won the face-off. Jackson Carter picks it up on the perimeter, and now it ends up in the stick of Cook Chillian. Always great to see how those face-offs progress. It's a battle every time to try to win possession.
Been pretty even at the X. All the guys are pretty talented and battling, trying to figure each other out. Wing play has been a little bit crucial here.
Let's go,
That
Crew.
has not swayed the tide here. It's just mental mistakes and costly failed clears.
Let's go, Crew.
And looking ahead to this All-American game coming up this evening.
Help him out.
What do you
Good job,
think
Crew.
makes it unique, and what do you like about the group we have here representing Adrenaline this year?
You know, quite honestly, as the guy that makes the rosters, I try to do it, you know, and make the teams as even as humanly possible, but who knows when everyone's an all-star.
That was an
It's always hard
assist.
to say. That is a good shot from Quinn Mackey, making his impact in this game.
Quinn Mackey, a local product from Dallas Jesuit, wonderful kid, great attitude, loves lacrosse.
Assist
always
by
smiling,
Crew.
always happy. Nice to see him. What a great take to get back to the middle of the field, stick to the inside, and just get a dunk.
And a lot of coaching going on those sidelines. And again, something that these futures players will take with them surely.
Kevin Corrigan and H.X. Zapatello right now. You got to tell your defense, you got to be more physical, you got to slide with the body, and stop just throwing slap checks.
But is it too late? Cade makes the save, Xander Cade, who has played the whole game for Team North.
Xander Cade recording his 10th save right there. He's getting peppered tonight. He's the lone survivor tonight. The other goalie, Charlie Grolick, broke his collarbone earlier in the week.
Let's go defense.
So Xander's a one-man band tonight.
Best wishes to Charlie as he recovers from that injury. He couldn't play in this game today.
Still made the trip out though. Was there all day yesterday. Great kid. Glad he was able to join us despite not playing.
Not a bad move to show up after that kind of an injury, be here with the guys, and be a part of this adrenaline weekend.
Yeah, a lot of this weekend, as you know, is the pageantry of it all and the experience. And so I think he still got a lot out of it.
Van Agnew for the North. Shot clock down to 20 seconds. Cooper Lilly. Shot fired there straight away from Sam Kuhlman.
Not sure if that's a shot clock reset or not.
And what have you seen from Sam and Jax Kuhlman?
Yeah, they're great players. Their IQ is through the roof. Two-handed. They just understand spacing and they just think to play ahead. Both of them well coached, great players.
And they will be going to Nobles, which is a big-time high school in the Boston area.
Yep, great family. Their dad's a good friend of mine. Glad they could make it out, really add another dimension to the game. Bringing more talent to this facility and this game has been awesome.
And help kind of explain too, obviously this is a Western event, but we've had players in the past from Alabama, the Northeast, really all over. What goes into those decisions and how they might get involved?
You know, I think this game has evolved into sort of more of the non-traditional rather than just the West. And so all of the underrepresented states I try to get kids from, you know, whether it's the Midwest or the South. And as far as, you know, some of the East Coast guys we get once in a while, usually just long-standing relationships or friendships or just to add some more talent. And today we have 4 or 5 guys from the Northeast that are elite and have really put this game over the top from a talent perspective.
And the Kuhlman brothers helping do that here today. Lilly. Extra pass to Jax Kuhlman. Now Lilly sends it across and a great save.
Wow, great save, goalie.
James Olsen.
Yeah, goalie.
Just over 6 minutes left in this Adrenaline All-American Boys Futures game. The second of 4 games today from the Star here in Frisco, Texas. This is the first time we've played this game or the girls' Futures game. And we have 2 more events for you. First up at 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. The traditional girls Adrenaline All-American game. That'll be Morgan Alexander up in the booth with me and Drew Hemrick on the sidelines. And then John O here returns for the boys All-American game at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern time. And Morgan Alexander with us on the sidelines. North trailing by 7 goals, and South has possession, looking to add more. Finley Hassel. He'll play at Belmont Hill. Gets it back to Cadroni, who clears. And a failed clear.
The North needs any break they can get right now. Great look.
And wide open.
Oh boy.
And yes,
Missed it.
that is one you've got to finish. But unfortunately there for the North and Tommy Johnson, it was not to be.
A great pick from Fred Merck.
Almost too open.
Ooh, Kuhlman.
Caldroni shut that down. He has really heated up here. Now the South feeling the momentum. Carson Bird somehow corralled that pass.
Let's go, Crew.
Under 5 minutes to play, be sure to stay tuned. Morgan Alexander will speak with the MVP of this boys futures game immediately after this game.
Let's go 20. Let's go, Crew.
Carson Berg shimmied there for a minute, rolls back.
Let's go, Crew.
Will Slapnicka. Shut down by Kay, but then Slapnicka somehow gets the ball again, and his second shot on that possession scores. Good relentless effort, and the South leads by 8.
That's just a great dodge. An unfortunate rebound. You got to clear the crease if you're the North any way you can, and that's just great perseverance to stay with the play.
Did it get in?
Yeah. I hope my brother gets an interview.
So South has 12 goals, 2 from Hudson Ray, 2 from Crew Slattery. And on the other side for the North, it is Williams, Massler, Swan, and Jackson with the 4 goals.
Maybe a little too unselfish here right now. Thought the South just had numbers there.
Xander Cade credited here with 11 saves in between the pipes there in blue. As we mentioned, playing the whole game as the only goalie on the roster. Hudson Ray, he wants another goal just wide there of Cade, who came out of the cage to try and defend that one. Backed up by the South. 3 minutes left to play. And John, what's your advice to this crew? I know many of them, all of them would love to be back here in 4 years as an Adrenaline All-American. Nice save by Cade. What's your advice to them if they hope to do that?
I think the blueprint is simple, and I think being around those seniors last night and hearing from a lot of them, it's just, at the end of the day, hard work. And it's simple, just stay the path, trust the process as they say, do all the things that need to get done, and don't cheat yourself.
And you mentioned that there are more than 300 players from the western part of the United States that have signed Division I opportunities to play lacrosse. And there's only around 60 kids that are Adrenaline All-Americans. It's a coveted position, and it's grown over the years, and I know it's not something you guys take lightly when you decide who is going to be on the roster.
No, I think we've created something great. I think it really truly is the aspirational piece for all of these guys. It's sort of their swan song and something that they strive to work toward. And then being here, just like I said earlier, what a weekend. Get to be with the best players and then play against them, and kind of iron sharpens iron, and always makes for a really competitive but also really fun 2 days.
And there is so much more lacrosse to be played as Hudson Ray does not let his foot up off the gas pedal.
You know, the South, you're trying to think of who the MVP will be. So many guys did things to contribute. It was so spread out across the board that just picking one guy was challenging. There's Hudson Ray again. He's definitely one of our guys.
Well, now he's the leader in the clubhouse with 3 goals.
Yeah.
It's almost like he was listening and saying, you know what, I'm the MVP, and let me get this final goal. But we'll see who gets picked here, because I'm with you. It's been a great team effort.
Again, off stick, near pipe, no slide. A tough, 'Tough, 'Tough day for Xander Cade as far as getting help from the defense.
Just over a minute to play. Our next broadcast at 5:30 Central Time, the Girls All-American Game here on ESPN+ from the Star. And a late flag comes out as we approach a minute to play in this game.
Come on, Crew. Get in there one more time, Crew.
Coleman Mankey. What was that? Was that a push?
It was a hold.
30-second penalty here.
Yeah, at the end of the day here, just in this kind of format, really not enough production from the North. If they end with 4 goals, that is just not going to cut it against a team like this that has been much more explosive on offense. See if they can get to 5 here.
Great beat from Easton English, great play. Here comes the North up and out, trying to get one more before the clock expires. They're going to have to go quick though.
Cooper Lilly, he's had his fingerprints all over this Team North offense.
Great D by Will Bankowski. Not really anywhere to go.
Mason Pillow, his bench right behind him, saying go, go, go. 10 seconds left.
Foul was offsides. We're going to get a man up here for the last 5 seconds. This is the time when you try to get a quick seal, maybe hit someone for a catch and shoot with 4 seconds left. Some kind of a mumbo.
2 men on the field, 30-second technical foul.
Maybe just screen the goalie and fire.
And sure, this game is well decided, but an opportunity for someone to score a goal and take that home with them and really for the rest of their lives. Off the side of the cage. Tommy Johnson had the chance, and that does it. The South team will surround their goalie, Christian Caldroni. South beats North 13-4 in the first ever boys future All-American game put on by Adrenaline.
I thought that was a really well played game, clean. The boys showed that they really are the most talented 2029s in the West. Really proud of the effort all the way around. I enjoyed that.
Definitely think until the end there it got a little sloppy with some of those flags. All around, it was a clean, professional kind of game. And as I told you, strong showing. Impressed by these guys. You see Kevin Corrigan in there, national championship winning coach for Notre Dame. One last huddle for that team. And then on the other side, Coach Kerwin and the rest of his coaching staff celebrating the win as Team South there wins 13-4. And they're fired up about
it. Hudson Ray.
And our MVP, Hudson Ray. We said it would be him after he scored that 3rd goal, and guess what? It is him. Morgan Alexander with our MVP, Hudson Ray. Morgan.
Hudson, 3 goals in the day. What was it like playing out here today?
It was a lot of fun. I just got to give credit to my teammates. They just made it all possible. It was a lot of fun.
So the whole weekend you got to go to the lacrosse bar and train. What was that like for you, and what are you going to take away from this weekend?
It was just a great experience, getting to meet all these kids and just be able to play and showcase what we're able to do. So it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. It was a great experience.
Awesome, congratulations.
Hudson Ray really did a lot of great things today. 3 goals in the stat sheet, but some great ground balls, some great clears. Just played like an alpha male.
Hudson Ray, your MVP. What's that setup, by the way? He's got a certificate and a trophy?
It's unclear. He also had a ridiculous leg sleeve. Good for him.
It's almost what is he not leaving here with?
Agreed.
That was a pretty sick setup. So let's go back down to the field now and hear more from this Team South team. Coming off this win, a few players now standing by with Morgan Alexander.
So you guys are nominated as the impact players of the game. What are you going to take away from this weekend?
It was a great experience, super fun because all the coaches and exposure, and it's really fun.
It's cool to come out here and play against a lot of talented players. It's a great experience. Great experience to play with some of the best and to get better for high school.
So you had a lot of college coaches coaching you today. What was that like?
It was great. A lot of different viewpoints from some great college coaches. I think it was really cool to see all the advice from all the college coaches. It really helped me.
If you could take away one thing from this weekend, what would it be?
I got a lot of new perspectives on what to do and how to get better, and so, yeah.
A lot of like high-level drills to work on by myself from all the coaches.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, guys.
A great group of players there with Morgan Alexander, and our final score, South 13, North 4. Jono, your final thoughts here, this first ever Futures All-American Boys game.
Yeah, I think all of the guys did a great job. This was a really fun game to watch. It was competitive, a little bit closer than the score indicated. And I think the 2 days was just a really great experience for everyone involved. I really certainly enjoyed it. I learned a lot from those college coaches, and I got a chance to spend some really good time with this 29 group, and it was awesome.
So stay tuned, there is more to come. 13-4 South beats North. We'll have the Boys All-American game coming up at 7:30 Central Time tonight here in Frisco, Texas at the Ford Center and the Star. Jono Zissi will be back with me on the broadcast for that. But for now, let's hear from Mike Mabry. We mentioned this being a weekend thing. Our keynote speaker last night at the banquet next door at the Omni Hotel. And Mike had a chance to catch up with Morgan Alexander last night. Here is Mike with Morgan.
All right, so tell me about the work you do and the impact that it's going to have on these kids here this weekend in Magellan.
Excellent. I work on comprehensive player and personal development. So our organization really tries to get people to get the most out of the sport experience. So we do that by teaching them mental performance, helping them with their nutrition, on-field skill